You know, some people age like a fine wine, and some people age like a can of special brew left on a hot windowsill. Whichever one you are, get ready to talk about those pesky little emotions of yours, because it's time for another episode of I've Had a Rosé, Let's Talk About Feelings. Please welcome your host, Sam Lake. It was me the whole time. I love that you've fully turned.
Well, why not?
Well, so not everyone does. I let people sit how they want to sit.
Okay.
I'll just lie on your lap if that's okay.
Yeah,
lovely, great. Yeah, lovely. Hi everyone. Welcome to another episode of I've Had a Rosé, Let's Talk About Feelings.
Your hair smells amazing. Sorry,
can we stop? So much. It's mane and tail.
Wow.
I showered this morning. Extra volume, extra thickness. #, not spons. This is the show where I lie very close to, I guess, special areas.
Yeah. I'll just push my special areas up to give you a bit of purchase.
And we enjoy a drink of their choice and talk about something they're passionate about and see how it connects to their feelings. I've already got very intimate with today's very lovely guest, Alison Spittle. Hello.
Amazing. And I've done hot yoga today, so I don't smell great.
Have you really?
Yeah.
Are you a yoga girly? Because I'm partial to yoga, but I haven't done it in a while.
Just gotten into it. Crystal Evans was going to her yoga class, and I was like, can I pop along? And I did.
Lovely.
It was my first time doing a hot one. It was very hot.
Now, are we doing hot or are we doing Bikram?
Not Bikram, but
Okay,
it's Bikram. How hot is Bikram?
Bikram is, I think, hotter than hot yoga.
Right.
But Bikram yoga is a bit culty, and also
I've seen the Netflix.
Yeah. But I've been to one Bikram yoga class, and I felt odd because the instructor said, "This is to get the best out of this class. You're going to have to take your top off."
Wow.
And I took it off, and initially I was just like,
what are you
my
doing?
chugs,
auditioning
my
for a
breasts.
boy band. Like, it just feels, like it's always a step
and
too
then
much.
I did Downward Dog, and then he got the whipped cream out, and then I was like, well, this is going to curdle in the heat.
Exactly. What are we doing? Making a blancmange?
Oh, I love a blancmange.
I've never had one. I love
Stop
it.
it.
Yes, I've never had a blancmange. Where have you had a blancmange? Where is the opportunity?
I think at like birthday
opportunity?
parties when I was a kid.
Really?
Yeah, blancmange.
So how would you serve blancmange?
In the mouth.
In the mouth, in the hand, and then in the mouth. Just like
We
communion.
didn't have paper plates in Cornwall. You just like scoop it up. It's just a big trough of blancmange.
A big trough of blancmange.
A blancmange trough. Yeah. No, I just always remember it's just jelly, but it's kind of creamy.
It's creamy jelly, isn't
Creamy
it?
jelly.
Yeah. Right,
Yeah.
okay.
You got to get into creamy jelly.
I don't know. It does sound so disgusting.
It does when you put it like that.
Yeah.
But there's probably more to it than that. Something,
Okay.
Something French, something fun.
Blancmange.
Blancmange. It's a good word to say as well.
It feels good in the mouth as a
It
word.
feels good in the mouth.
Yeah, it's good mouthfeel to
Good
that word.
mouthfeel. Such a good use of the word mouthfeel.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
So you've had a hot yoga class today.
Yes.
Are we feeling grounded? Are we feeling loose? Are we feeling stretched? Are we feeling
This is a really
cleansed?
good question. I think so. I feel like stretchy. I pushed myself,
Yeah.
and but I don't feel tired. I feel like, because I got a big day ahead of me, I'm excited. I'm doing 3 monkey
You're
bar
doing a
gigs.
lot,
I did like,
yeah.
no, I'm gonna say this in every podcast I'm on today. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm a busy girlie.
Busy girly.
Busy girlie.
She's girl bossing. She's gaslighting. She's gatekeeping.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's what you do in comedy,
That's
baby.
what you must do.
So, I feel good. I had some shish, and then
You had some what?
I went to that shish place in Edinburgh.
Oh, like a kebab.
Yeah, but it's got it's a how would I describe it? It's got a lot of crushed velvet in it. This restaurant.
Oh, the restaurant.
Yeah,
I was
the
like,
restaurant's called
that
Shish.
must have been hard to chew.
Oh yeah, crushed velvet. Yeah, just cutting off the crushed velvet in a donor style. Just scraps of felt in a
we'll
pita.
We'll have to work out where that was.
I feel like a Dalmio person eating food. You know, it's like, ooh, this all
with your
fabric.
big felt tongue.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Oh well, lovely. I do find a workout if you get one in like early in the day, then
Yeah.
you feel like you can do anything.
Hopefully, I mean that's.
I'm not a morning person. Rarely happens for me, but it is a nice feeling feeling to be like, I've already worked out. Whatever I achieved today is an extra.
Absolutely. And I got this like sweet little Fitbit, and I'm like, I have to do nothing else today. You know, that type of thing.
I love my Fitbit.
Oh, you got a Fitbit too?
It's a Pixel watch and essentially a Fitbit. Sometimes when I'm on stage, it goes off because I get like an alert that says like, oh, your heart rate's gone into like your cardio zone.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I know we're talking about subjects later, but I watched a film involving...
and did it make your heart rate go up?
It told me I was in a spin class. It told me I was in a spin class, and I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm watching a CGI chimpanzee try to kill himself. This is not the... this is not the spin class.
Well, I feel like a newsreader about to say this, but more on that story later.
Yes, absolutely.
Let's talk about your drink. And can I just say, I am so welcome to have this in my mouth. I feel like I need this today.
Beautiful.
Yes, I've said that before. It's a mint tea.
But not with me, baby.
Having a mint tea.
Mint tea is great. It's really, it feels...
Do you feel like it's good for your vocals?
I feel like it just... do you know what it feels like?
Go on.
Do you know the way sometimes when you use original source mint shower gel?
I unfortunately do, but as a man and because I have certain...
Yes.
Parts,
yeah.
If any of that goes on there, I'm in pain for a few hours.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I've had it go, like, in my equivalent parts.
Right.
And I've been like, wow, what a zip. I am ready for the day. Do you know what I mean?
What a joie de vivre that is.
Yeah, I'm like, whoa. I'm just skipping down the street going, I feel so fresh down there. It's like a Colgate advert. You know what I mean? It's like, I feel like the way women are depicted in period product adverts. Do you know what I mean? Where they do something. I want to go abseiling. I want to take a Fortune 500 meeting.
You want to step out of the shower in a clean white towel.
Oh my God. Just scooch my ass along it like a dog with worms.
Me and...
Sorry.
Me and my husband, we were watching TV last night. There's an advert that we're obsessed with because we're like, who is this for?
Yes.
Women can't be happy with this. And it's an advert for sanitary products.
Yeah.
Well, you're not supposed to say sanitary products,
are you not? Why are you supposed
because
to say?
It implies that like...
Puss corks. Why do we call it puss corks? What do we call it now?
Your puss corks, your jam rags, you know.
Your twat mufflers.
Do they make noise?
Mine does. Vroom, vroom.
Thank you for keeping it quiet whilst my head was there. There's an advert where it's women like about to get their period, like on the bus or at work.
The gush one?
Yeah, and
the
it's like
gush one is embarrassing.
oh my gosh, and we're like, would you describe your period as a gush?
No, but like the thing is, like, to describe any period stuff with puns, it's just like, please kill me. I don't like
just say period.
Just let's think of a better word than gush for like
the event,
the reckoning, the reckoning. Gosh, I can tell you a story. I did a podcast years ago, and it was like you have to pick a subject every week, and one of them was about periods, and I was talking about the time that I was filming Clang, and it was during COVID, and there was only one seat available, and it was the director's seat. Did get my period that day, but like, because I was going to a professional setting, I double bagged it. You know what I mean? Like, all the sanitary products you can go for. There was so many, obstacles for that to hit.
Yeah.
Anyway, whatever happened, I seem to like it was breached, right?
The walls were breached.
The walls were breached.
Olympus has fallen.
The director's chair was marked, and I was like a potato stamper. I was like so embarrassed as hell because I'm in my 30s. Like, this should not be a surprise. Do you know what I mean?
But like, if you double bagged it, what more could you have done?
I know, but that was it was God's plan that I had to mark
have a
that
special
chair.
pillow, or
oh my, what should I have done? I should have I should have
I'll let you tell me, because I don't think as a man I should tell you anything of what to do with a period.
You should. Don't worry.
Okay.
I'm permitting you.
In that case, I think could you just fucking keep it to yourself?
Can you shut the fuck up?
Shut up.
Oh, women comedians.
This is what happens when you give a woman a microphone. Oh.
Genuinely.
I don't think that.
No, I
Love
know you
women.
don't. It's so funny when people do, like, I get backwards compliments where people say that, you know?
What?
It's like, women just talk about their periods, and I'm like, which ones? Please name the comedian.
Name the exact comedian.
An exact comedian, exact time. Do you know what I mean? Like,
I do though. I will say, I think the last time I saw you on the stage,
sugar. Yes.
you were telling that amazing story of the coil.
The coil, yeah.
And I just remember with was it the nurse coming in, or like the training nurse, and you're just like, let her learn.
Yes.
So funny.
Thank
so
you.
good.
Yeah, I do a lot of stuff about that kind of thing. But I was so afraid to do it when I first started doing comedy because I kept getting told that's what women do. And I was like, I'm not one of those women. I'm a cool girl.
But if they already think you're doing it, then you might as well.
That's exactly why, you know. And then it was like, and it's so funny. It is so
really funny.
What's not funny about it?
What, can you not have a laugh?
Can you not have a laugh?
Can you have a fucking laugh these days? Honestly.
I know.
We've somehow made mint tea about periods.
But they probably do help with periods.
Probably.
I'd say mint tea. I've had mint tea. The coolest place I've had mint tea is in a mountain in Morocco.
Hello.
I was filming an Irish TV show, and it was called Celebrity Globetrotters.
Okay.
And I'm the caliber of celebrity that they had on it.
You're still on. Why wouldn't you be on there?
Well, it was like I went on with a person from Crystal Swing, who were a sibling band. Shane McGowan's wife.
Okay.
Dana. Do you remember Dana from Eurovision?
Not Dana International.
No.
Oh,
no,
the other.
Dana,
no, yes, sorry. Yes. Okay, yeah.
Oh my God. I'd love that with Dana International.
She wouldn't know what's going on.
No, she would not. And the guy an Olympian, and the guy who helped make homosexuality illegal in Ireland. He sued the Irish government.
Oh, wow.
To stop
what was his name?
David Norris is his name.
Oh, right. Okay.
He's lovely. He's a politician, and he's retired. And he's also the world's strongest Protestant, not in strength of body.
Okay, because I was surprised that was a competition.
Yeah, well, to me it is. He's a big Protestant, and Dana is a big Catholic.
Right.
And I was in the desert and had some terrible news. A relative had died, and I was crying in the minibus.
Right.
And I heard these whispers over my head. And Dana was praying over my head, and David Norris was praying over my head. So I was getting Catholic and Protestant prayers.
Wow.
And the bus driver, who is Muslim, he did a prayer as well.
And just because sometimes I get confused, of those 3 religions you just mentioned, which one's correct?
Oh.
Which one's the right one?
In which way, though? Name
this is the
ways.
clip, by the way. This will be your clip.
Will this be the clip?
Yeah.
Beautiful. I didn't know. I was brought up Catholic.
Right.
And my dad's Protestant. Sorry there.
Okay.
My nose is wait there, I'm just going to turn my face.
Oh. We can edit this out.
Do some coke.
We can pan. No, that you can do on camera as long as you snort next to the mic for the ASMR.
Oh, for the algorithm. Beautiful.
That would be like a 10-hour ASMR YouTube video of just doing lines of cocaine in a nightclub toilet.
There has
ASMR.
to be. That would be amazing. But can you imagine the ASMR, because you're doing it with another person? So the other person's going to be like, I got this really good idea for business. You know what I mean? Would you like to be on my podcast? Isn't that how we got on this podcast?
This is pretty much, yeah. We were doing an ASMR in a nightclub toilet. Yes. When you have a sip of your lovely mint tea,
I feel fresh.
Fresh is the word, isn't it? I feel like with any herbal tea, you do kind of feel like I'm really doing some well-being here.
Yeah.
I feel healthy. You know what I had last night? I had a turmeric chai.
How was that?
I didn't mind it. I like a turmeric latte.
Yeah.
I like chai. I thought, hey, why not put them together? Got some special tea bags. Apparently they're supposed to be good for your gut.
Oh, really? Yeah, I'm getting into that. Love that gut stuff.
Health.
Gut health.
Bifidus digestivin, etc.
Big into beans. Beans are supposed to be legumes. I'm leguming it up the whatever. Well, sorry. But yeah, I love it. It does make me feel good. It makes me feel refreshed, warm. I can feel the heat go down my esophagus. Yeah. You know,
and that's good for the throat as well.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
It is. Do you do caffeine? Do you do coffee, tea?
Yeah.
Like caffeinated tea, black tea?
I do. Love a tea. Love a breakfast tea. Coffee I'm into a bit, but I won't have it too much, but not out of I just prefer tea.
Fair enough.
You know, I just like tea. I love tea. Tea's great.
I do like a tea. I think I drink more coffee, but tea sort of become more like a special occasion thing for me.
Tea for me is like, right, if you have a car crash, right, and you're on the side of the road,
Right.
no one's going to go, get Sam a coffee. They'll get you a cup of tea. It's
They
more,
will get you a cup
know?
of tea.
Cup of teas are amazing.
I mean, I would hope they'd do a little more than
They
that.
call an ambulance. I'm a barista.
Someone get a cafetiere.
Is there a doctor? I'm a barista.
No, but I've got a bag of Colombia's finest. And some coffee. Oh my God. The riffs.
Oh,
the riffs today.
We are on the riff highway.
We're
I'm
letting off an
loving it.
absolute riff.
Oh, someone crack a window open. The riff in here.
Getting riffy. Oh, and you know why? It's because we've had a mint tea. Our vocals are warm. Our throats are warm.
Our souls are warm.
Our souls are warm. I do like it when you said like the hot water. I feel it here, sort of chest area. I feel like something's going on here. And I'm
Which
like,
in
ooh.
yoga is like the heart area. You bring the hands
Your
to your heart. You say
heart area.
namaste.
They're
That's
up-
my favourite bit of yoga, where they go, we're done.
Oh, yeah. Oh, the bit at the end, the Shavasana, where you just
Yeah.
lie down.
Yes.
And then sometimes he's like, but if you want to use this time to, you know, work on, maybe do a headstand, work on your crow pose, I'll be like, fuck off, I'm having a lie down. I'm having a lie down, thank you.
I'm having a lie down. And they go, think about nice stuff. And I just think about my enemies. Do you know that type of way?
You clear your mind, except of that bitch, Jenny.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm looking into the camera because I know you're watching.
Yeah, she is. She is. She's written in. She knew you were coming.
She's all up on my...
She's all up on your shit.
I check my stories. She's watching.
Oh dear. Well, good. I'm glad we've got you a mint tea. Set you right up for a big day.
Yes, big day.
And also, I'll say a big topic. A big man. A big celebrity.
We're hitting someone with, that's a superstar, but a level of vulnerability like no other.
Oh, he's vulnerable, isn't he?
I think that is the key word with him.
Oh, vulnerable.
Vulnerable Williams, they call him.
Bunny Williams.
Bunny Williams.
We're talking about Robbie Williams today.
We are, yeah.
Now, was this choice of topic, have you always been a fan, or has this been inspired by the fact that, as you said just before we started, you've recently seen his biopic?
A better man.
Yeah.
A better man. Yeah, I won't lie. Like, Robbie comes in and out of my life on occasions, do you know? Just like...
What, like...
Just like my belief that Robins are relatives that visit you after they've died. Do you know?
As in the bird?
The bird, yeah. Not
I'm
Robin
just going to
Williams.
double check. Yeah, I was just going to say, I just need to double check. I had questions prepared and I'd be like, fuck it, she meant Robin Williams.
I would love to see a biopic of Robin Williams with a CGI chimpanzee. You gotta stop stealing jokes. Yeah. I can't. I kid.
No, we are talking about Robbie Williams and Better Man and his chimp biopic. And let's talk about him as a person first. When did you first sort of get like into Robbie Williams' oeuvre? Was it in the Take That days or when he became a solo artist?
This is cool because like when I was walking on the way here, I was listening to Robbie Williams. I was like, get myself in the mindset.
Yeah.
Supreme, great song. But then I was thinking, when did Robbie come into my life?
Yeah.
And it was through a babysitter, Aisling.
right.
Hey, Aisling. She
Ashley B.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I'm a Nepo comedian.
Yeah.
She's not doing enough though for my career. Like considering she babysat me. Like,
She could do a lot more.
She could do a lot. That's all I'm saying. I'm joking.
Name who you want to name. Like it's
Ashley,
a bit of a slaggy podcast.
My
so, like,
babysitter Aisling, she kind of like, she sat me down and gave me this talk about the breakup of Take That, and I didn't know who Take That were. Didn't really give a crap. She didn't like Serena Williams either, which now look, it doesn't matter. Like I thought she was great.
was Serena Williams in Take That?
No.
What a great pivot to tennis, if that's the case.
I know. So what a second act, like wonderful. But she told me about Take That breaking up, and then she told me about Robbie Williams. So I listened to Robbie Williams, had no concept of what Take That were before Robbie Williams, and I told my mum I really liked him, and then one day, this is like a couple of years, I was maybe about 11 or 10.
Yeah.
She said to me, we're going to go see Jack D up in Dublin.
All right.
And I was like, oh, lovely. Now, I was 10 or 11 and a little girl. I could not give a horse's fuck about Jack D. No offense. Like, he would not take... Horse's fuck is a weird term. I just made that up. Can we Google that?
No, I mean, like...
Can we Google horse's fuck?
I'm sure horses like to fuck.
We can't Google horses...
Claire's typing it in.
The police.
Horses must love to fuck, otherwise how would we have the Grand National?
Absolutely. What do you think?
Because we'd run out of horses.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I just thought... Because I haven't seen the Grand National in a while.
I don't think the Grand National is a horse fucking competition.
Because I would love to... Remember you were saying, like, we feel like horse racing commentators.
Yeah.
Imagine commentating on horses fucking. Wow, what a big stallion. You know what I mean?
Okay,
it's dragging it along the
down
ground
to the final
like a
yard.
slinky. Yeah.
That's how long it is.
Someone get him up. So she told me that we're going to go see Jack D. And then we got on this bus and there was all these people singing Robbie Williams songs.
Okay.
And I was like, why are people singing Robbie Williams songs on the way to a Jack D gig? But she surprised me, and it was Robbie Williams in a song in Phoenix Park. It was amazing.
How amazing. Was it a great concert?
It was great. We were so far at the back, but it was fantastic.
I think that's fine at a concert, though.
Yeah.
I think I saw Girls Aloud twice last year.
I saw them as well last year. They were amazing.
Where did you see them?
The O2.
In London?
London, yeah.
Might have been there the same day.
I think it was the Tuesday or something like that.
We were there on the Saturday.
Oh, wow.
Went there on the Saturday. Saw Jade Adams a couple rows ahead of me.
Oh, my gosh. How was that?
She knows what she did. No, it was lovely. No. It was lovely. I messaged her and I was just like, I'm behind you, and we waved and it was fun.
Beautiful.
No. I think as long as you're kind of just like so happy to like be in the same space as the person, you're kind of like, as long as I'm not behind like a big pillar. You know what is crazy? When people go to the Swift concerts.
Oh yeah, and they get
the seats literally behind the stage.
I know.
But then apparently it turns out that some people do that on purpose because they're cheaper, and you get to see Taylor sort of like a little bit behind the stage. So you get to see things that nobody else in the arena gets to. Yeah.
Shouting at a roadie.
Yeah.
I'm joking. I have no idea.
She's there. She's having a cig. She's changing a jam rag, you know.
Throwing it at a roadie. I said super wings.
And that's the inspiration for her next album.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh, dear. And I think she's next week's guest, isn't she?
Beautiful.
Taylor Swift is coming on, yeah.
Taylor Swift is coming on.
Travis Kelce has to stay outside. I don't want him in here. No. But so it was a formative experience, I imagine. Then,
I loved
see him
it. It was
live.
my first ever really big concert. I think. I saw Destiny's Child before that. And Darius. Sorry. Darius. I saw Darius.
What a step down that was.
I loved it. I had a great time.
I'm sure Darius was wonderful.
The Blue Peter Party on the Beach or something it was called, and it was like a
T4 on the beach.
It wasn't T4, but it was a Blue Peter version of that.
Blue Peter did a party on the beach.
They did do a party on the beach with Scooch and Darius. I remember.
Scooch flying the flag.
Yeah, up at la da 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 da. We go around and sing. I can't remember that. Who's that? What are they called?
I can't remember who that's called, but Scooch is we're flying the flag.
Could we look
something
up?
to suck on during landing, sir? Because they were all trolley dollies.
Yes, they were.
Yeah.
I do hate it when Britain goes really meta with their Eurovision.
And you know, Ireland sent Dustin the Turkey one year.
We're somehow I'm fine with that.
Irlande douze pois.
Yeah.
Mental.
It was mental, and there was like. They just put like a feather boa around them and stuff.
Yeah, and I thought it was so great because they were, you know what, Eurovision, you only can have 6 people on stage.
Yes.
And there was a debate all week of like, does the puppet count as a 6th person? Because technically he's not, you can't see him on stage. And I was like, do you know what? Bit of a moot point. Definitely not qualifying.
Yeah. Did you not think so? I genuinely thought...
No.
Because then, do you remember Donna and Joe? They were a couple of years before. They had Love Will Make You Happy.
Yes.
So they come from the town near me. And
really?
Yeah. And when they won the TV competition to get into the Eurovision.
Yeah, the Eurosong.
Yeah. They did a little parade for our town. And we got a little hour off school and we got to wave at them.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. And I
would have loved that as a kid.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Hey, Bambi Thug was great.
Yeah,
last year.
I know, great.
Yeah.
It's such a they were great. I didn't watch it last year, but I was keeping up on all the... Was it Juiced?
Oh, the person who got disqualified.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was a good song as well.
It was a really fun song. Banger.
Papa, Uro Papa.
Yeah, I didn't watch #boycotting.
I know. Just want to say that.
Just want to say it.
I'm also
actually a really good person.
Someone suggested Starbucks to me, and I just said today, "Can we go to a different place?" And I was like, "I'm an angel."
Oh, and when are you going to be made a saint?
I know. I should be canonized. I should be.
And
Also,
first saint to be double bagged. Oh.
I know. I'm boycotting McDonald's at the moment as well. And
really?
The annoying thing is they brought out the McRib, and I feel like I'm being tested, like fully.
These things are sent to try us.
I haven't had a McRib in since I was 8 years old.
Well, no, because they're famously very scarce. They don't bring them out very often.
I think they took it out because they knew people were boycotting, and they were like, let's see who actually has their morals.
I did hear that's what happened with Starbucks.
Really?
They were saying like they were seeing such a drop in their profits, they started giving out vouchers to loads and loads of people, and it's just like people were going like, well, I can't remember the last time I actually had to spend money in Starbucks because they just keep giving me like free coffees.
That's good. I think. Do you think that's
works.
breaking the boycott if you don't pay any money? I'm not saying.
I
don't
think
know.
if it works as a whole, then that's great. Then in individual situations, like I would always think like, what if somebody works at Starbucks and like that's the only job they can get? Maybe they're in like a small town and like that's like the best job that they can get. Like I wouldn't want anyone to lose like their livelihood or anything.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We were supposed to be talking about Robbie Williams.
Sorry,
oh,
yes.
No, it's me. I let everyone go on tangents wherever they like.
Let's Google his opinions on
Yeah, can you Google horsefuck Robbie Williams
Gaza, please, and we'll find out.
So I think I'm in a similar boat to you.
Mm-hmm.
Don't really remember much of Take That as a kid, but do remember Robbie Williams. I think Millennium might have been the first song that I remember. Millennium or Angels, one of them.
Yes.
Can't remember which one. But that's when I became aware of him. So I think in my head, I see him more as a solo artist than ever
Me too.
a Take That.
I'm like that with, unfortunately, Morrissey and the Smiths. I got into Morrissey before I got into the Smiths.
Yeah.
And Robbie Williams is like, well, doesn't matter. I'll go off that altogether and I'll talk about Morrissey. Let's keep away from Morrissey, talk about Robbie. Because Robbie deserves to chat. Like, Millennium's a great song.
Yeah.
It was the first kind of artist that got into their albums as well as a kid.
Right, not just the singles. Yeah.
There was a song called Karma Killer that I think was on like either the second or the first album. And one of the lyrics goes, I hope you choke on your Bacardi and Coke. And I'm like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
A little bit Kate Nash.
There. Oh, yeah.
A little bit Kate Nash.
Oh, that's just me. That's just my accent.
Oh, that's just how you delivered it.
I
That's
deliver
just how you sold it.
I'll do the Irish national anthem. Shayna Fina Fool. It's I sound like the Kooks.
Release the cover.
Yeah.
Stream it now.
Come out, you black and tans. Come out and fight me like a man. Tell those fellas what you like down in Flanders. Tell them.
Can you please do an album?
Ray made you run like hell away.
Can you please do an album of Kate Nash covering every national anthem? Oh, Canada.
Yeah, exactly. That would be beautiful.
How do you feel about Robbie Williams' Rude Box? Like his later work
Genuinely, I'm so happy you brought that up. I feel torn.
Really?
I feel torn.
She's Natalie Imbruglia.
I do, because like on the one hand, yes, thank you, she is. But generally I am too. Like the Rude Box is like, because Mark Ronson did some producing on it.
Yeah.
Lily Allen does some of the backing vocals.
Yeah.
And it must have been before she was famous, because wouldn't it say featuring Lily Allen?
I think maybe, but that apparently that happens all of the time, where it's like very famous people or like toss like a couple backing vocals on somebody else's song, and it's like, don't worry about it. Like
Chapel Roan did it for Olivia Rodrigo.
Yes, yeah.
But like, so on the one hand, I'm like happy Robbie's experimenting, but on the other hand, it's absolute dog shit, and it's very like there's one where he's like pretending to be French. And it's like do do de ba, do de ba, don le coup, or whatever.
In the mouth.
I think it's up the arse, don le coup. Isn't it?
I thought le coeur. Oh no, coeur
what
is
is Don
heart.
Le Coup? So I watched. Do you ever watch Sugar Rush?
Yeah.
So I don't know any French. I studied German, but there was a French guy in an episode, and he would keep going "Donne le coup," and they
Does
thought
that
he
mean
was,
up the arse?
I think it means up the. If we could. Coup like a military coup. I don't know, like a military coup. I don't know. Have you studied French? You've done Spanish.
I did French at GCSE.
Yeah.
And I did get an A star. But
I listened
there
to a
is no
podcast and you
module.
were speaking loads of Spanish in it. And I was like, oh, maybe you're a Spanish
Which one
man.
was I speaking Spanish?
Marilyn. You were doing like... Or maybe you're just...
Oh, no. Yeah, when Marilyn was here, we were talking in Spanish a little bit.
Yeah.
There was also an episode where Phil Ellis did an impression of my mum, who was Spanish.
Oh, right.
But it came out like...
What did it
did it like a Mexican bandito. Kind of. Oh, yes. The results are in.
I just Google translated up the arse.
Yeah.
It's dans le cool.
Dans le cool. Dans le cool.
Yeah.
So that's it. What were we chatting about before I brought up that?
Robbie Williams says it in one of his songs where he's sort of pretending to be French.
He does not say that. I was being a bit jokey. He says French words, but it's all about like, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because that's the only French I do know, like, je m'appelle dans le cou.
What an unfortunate name.
I know.
I know Girls Aloud, you know that song, I Can't Speak French. There is a French version of it.
That's amazing. You know, I went on a House of Games and I really fucked it in Answer Smash, where they were like, they said it was comedy duos were the pictures. Right. And then they said, what song did Girls Aloud bring out off this album that's like number 2?
I think was it like I Can't Speak French and Saunders?
Yeah, but I said I don't speak French and Saunders, and they took that as wrong, and Clive Anderson won it, and I cried.
Do you know what? Clive Anderson has enough. He doesn't need the Richard Osman suitcase. He doesn't need it. I'm actually raging for you.
Thank you.
That's awful.
But that's my own. I should have just not buzzed in.
Apparently, because I do listen to his podcast, apparently they have to be like very strict with the rules on like game shows and stuff, because people write in, people complain.
Do that? Yeah,
they will.
People did not like me on it either because I was too competitive. I was sitting in a weird way.
Sorry, no. You don't go on a game show or a competition show to lose.
To be liked.
when I can't tell you how funny I find it when contestants are on tipping point, they lose, they're eliminated, and then Ben Shepherd goes, "But have you had a nice day?" And they go, "Ben, I've had a lovely day."
Yeah.
If it were me, I'd just be like, "No, I lost. These two absolute cunts." I hope they win the money and get hit by a bus. Yeah.
I hope the coin hits you in the fucking face.
Yeah.
I hope the penny drops on your skull.
Yeah. And your days are numbered, Shepherd. Yeah. I'd really leave in like a big dramatic way.
Good. Okay.
So I want to win.
Good. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
No,
cool.
I'm with you on that. Yeah.
But I interrupted you about the Girls Aloud.
Which just that they also do a song in French.
They do, yeah. But the Rude Box is like...
Rude Box is odd. And also, because we were just talking about game shows, there was that period where Robbie and his... it's not his first wife, I don't think.
I think he's only had one wife. Ada, yeah.
They were judges on the X Factor.
I remember that, yes.
What a time.
That was strange.
Wasn't that weird?
That was strange. It's like when...
And Louis Tomlinson was there as well.
From One Direction,
yeah.
Judging.
Yeah, and he the whole time had to pretend, he was pretending like he wasn't in One Direction. He would say to them, just like, "Yeah, I've had a bit of experience in a boy band before." And be like, "Yeah, that's your only experience. You're in One Direction." So, like, when you say Robbie comes in and out of your life... Does he come in
repeatedly, in and around my life,
just pumping away at you? Do you find that he pops up at like significant moments? Do you go like, "Oh, I've had sort of like a big life moment. Oh, yeah. And here's Robbie Williams." Is it that kind of
Robbie
thing?
Williams is like The Sims, as in it's something I got into when I was 8 years old and only comes back when I'm close to a nervous breakdown.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And sometimes to get through it, you just have to leave people to drown in a pool and just watch.
Absolutely. Well, like, no one listens to Rude Box when they're in good mood. No, it's like, life is going great. Why don't I put on a bit of Rude Box?
Nobody listens to Ne parlez pas français when they want to learn French.
He also had this song called Me and My Monkey. Do you remember that one? It's a 7-minute song. and it's like
That's long.
It's long, and it's a kind of like, it's a whole story song about this monkey that he brings to Las Vegas, who then takes a load of, the monkey calls up a pimp and then brings in some girls.
So there's a monkey that can speak English.
I don't know if
I don't know why that's the thing that I'm stuck on.
Do you know what? That's interesting. It never occurred to me that the monkey could speak. I thought the monkey was like doing the actions.
Monkey called the pimp.
Monkey called the pimp. The pimp came around with some cocaine as well. The monkey took the cocaine.
Right.
And then they have this thing where it goes, my name is Rodriguez, he says, with death in his eye. This is another character
that comes.
Monkey. No, the pimp is called Sunshine.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, the pimp is called Sunshine.
Sunshine the pimp. Yeah.
Sunshine the pimp. And but there's a character that comes in at the end and shoots the monkey.
Oh my god!
And they don't
this sounds
say
awful.
Yeah. It's a mad song.
So did this come up for you at a particular time in your life, or is this just an odd song?
During my coke days.
During the coke days, we've all got them.
We've all got them.
We've all got them.
No, it was just a song I listened to when I was a kid, and then I listened to again. Supreme is my favourite Robbie Williams song.
Right, okay.
Kids.
Well, yeah, you mentioned that one first.
Kids as well. I like Kids.
Oh, that's the one with Kylie.
I'm a nunnery, Sean Connery, born 74. There's only one of me. Ain't no chance of a record company dropping me.
I hope those are lyrics and you're not speaking in tongues.
I'm having a stroke. Is there a barista? Someone get a barista. Sorry.
So, like, do you, if you need some comfort then, is Robbie a comfort listen?
Yeah, he is. I think it's because, like, Robbie is unpretentious. Like, you know, I do really just wish Robbie Williams well.
He's someone that you sort of root for.
I swear, if he dies. Not when, if.
Right. He might live forever.
He might live forever.
Yeah.
That will hit me. That will hit me real hard. Like Amy Winehouse.
Oh,
Not as tragic, sorry. Like, I know he's like lived double her life. But
I'll be honest, recently when the Vivian died.
Yes.
So that was a proper, like, stop me in my tracks. Was like, oh, I guess she was so young.
Young.
And so talented.
So talented.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. And I was like, are you sure it's the Vivian? Is it not like...
I know. Yeah, literally the first stage of grief, you're like, no.
No,
it must be someone else.
It must be someone else.
Yeah. Absolutely wild. So that it's nice. It's nice that you can. When I did the original, because I did this podcast during the pandemic originally, just from like my bedroom, and I would ask people like, what do you do to sort of like get in touch with the feelings? So many people said music.
Yes.
So it's interesting to hear, like, you know, that you can listen to him to feel comfortable, but then also like you have a connection to him and that you want him to do well. He's popped up at times in your life. I find that very interesting. We also have to mention the fact that at time of record, there is a film.
There is a film called Better Man.
Robbie Williams. He doesn't voice the chimp, does he?
He does voice the chimp.
Oh, he does voice the chimp.
So there's an actor playing the chimp, like an Andy Serkis kind of
like
vibe.
a motion cap
But
thing,
Robbie Williams voices it. And I was surprisingly, like, I watched it with Helen Bauer, and she stopped herself from crying beside me because she was like, she thought I'd judge, and I was like, you should have cried. I would have loved it. I would have lapped up those tears like a cat.
Just suck them up with a big straw.
Beautiful. But like my Fitbit was telling me I was doing a spin class whilst watching.
That was it. Yeah.
Whilst watching Better Man, specifically the rock DJ scene. They've got a new version of Rock DJ and it's better than the old version.
Stop it, really?
On Spotify, listen to it.
I can't believe we haven't mentioned Rock DJ.
Yes.
Up until now.
Yes.
I will say, before I really understood the spectrum of human sexuality.
Oh, nice.
And you had just the music video channels. Obviously in Rock DJ, he takes a bit of his clothes off, doesn't he? He takes a bit of clothes off and he's got those panties on that've just got the little lion thing.
Yes.
I couldn't understand at the time why I just wanted to record that video and then just sort of like play that bit sort of over and over again.
That is the wonderful thing about music videos, is that
They
it
can
is the
get you
gateway
really
for
horny.
sexuality.
Oh yeah, that too. Yeah,
they're really horny.
Yeah.
What's the horniest vids? There was that video, How Does It Feel? I can't remember the guy who sang. D'Angelo is his name.
I don't know
The
that
music
one.
video is from around the same time, and it's like, I was watching, I was like, I should not be watching this. Someone should
where you're like, this is interesting.
The camera just pans down his body constantly, and it feels like the bit between his belly button and the shaft of his penis is just so long. Like, it feels
He's
like...
got a long pubis?
Well, the shot, yeah, he's like... he's just the Stretch Armstrong from the belly button to the shaft. But it just runs along it, and I'm like, how much more road do we have to go down before?
I would say one of the horniest music videos I can think of is probably that Take. Is it not Take That one that does the one where they're all naked, covered in whipped cream, rolling around everywhere?
Yes,
Very early days.
Very early days,
Yeah.
and I kind of only saw
Is
that.
it Do What You Want?
It's something.
Something like
There's
that.
jelly and stuff involved,
Yes,
isn't there?
yeah. Big sploshy kind of.
That feels very like, well, very like specific.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. It'd be a niche search on the hub.
Like the stuff tasted of vanilla, but it wasn't vanilla.
No,
like in spirit. No.
Tasted like sin.
Tasted like curdled milk.
Curdled
Blancmange.
milk. They're in a hot yoga class.
They're in a hot yoga class.
So your Fitbit told you were having a spin class.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming because it was in Rock DJ, was that? I'm assuming it's not an emotional moment. It's I
was so excited.
Yeah.
I was just like, well, the music was there, and the dancing was very good. And I was just sitting beside Helen going like, we're here. We are experiencing this right now. I'll never experience this for the first time ever again. Because I go to watch it with a sense of irony? Of course.
Of course,
it's Robbie Williams' CGI chimp.
Yeah.
Was I moved? Yes. I was moved.
Yeah.
I don't know. I kind of veered each time from going, this is like the PG Tips version of Trainspotting to, this is the worst dog shit I've ever seen. To,
Is that going to be next Trainspotting, but with chimps?
I'd love it. But, in the film as well, there's some pretty hard drugs that the chimp does. So Nicole Appleton is like crying at a bedroom door, and like the monkey has got a lighter and a spoon.
Was in the Appleton sisters?
One of the Appletons. Is it Nicole or Natalie?
Do they do drugs?
No, but she went out with Robbie Williams.
Oh.
Jerry Halliwell also went out with Robbie Williams.
I knew Jerry went out with him.
That isn't depicted in the film, and I wanted that to be in the film because I think that's really cinematic.
Would that have been around the time that Jerry was secretly having a les with Mel B?
Wasn't that like the whole of the Spice Girls?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it was after she left the Spice Girls because the paparazzi got really intrusive.
Yeah.
And Robbie Williams thought that Jerry had called the paparazzi, but it turned out that his phone was hacked. So that's what we got to thank with the phone hacking scandal.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you think Jerry would have been a big, massive Tory if she married Robbie Williams instead of that man from Formula One?
Oh, I don't know. Is she a Tory now?
I
know she's very proper now.
People have joked about it to me, but it's the same way with Lizzo. I don't want to Google stuff too much and actually know. Yeah. I just want to enjoy the vibes.
Sometimes ignorance is bliss.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Difficult. But on the whole, enjoyed the film.
Absolutely loved it.
And took you on an emotional journey.
Way better than Walk the Line or any of these films that are doing...
Yeah, other musical biopic films.
Way better.
And do you get the feeling when you watch it, Robbie's really involved with it? Because I know they must have sent him the script to check that he was okay with everything. He must have had a hand in it sort of creatively.
I think he did. He did have a hand in it creatively, and he does the voiceover, and he does it's quite it's quite meta in the way that when Guy Chambers comes in, he's like, this is Guy Chambers. And he just wanted to say that we go on holidays together in the film. Yeah. But we also did this. It's interesting, they don't depict the writing of angels.
Oh, really?
And I think there's a reason for that, because there was an Irish guy who wrote I think a verse and a chorus of angels.
Yeah.
And Robbie Williams bought it off him for $2,000 and then took his name off the credits and stuff.
Oh, that is cheeky.
I think it is, but people will have to Google themselves and find out. But that's what I've heard.
I have to find out.
I know.
I am going to go watch it.
I can't spoon feed it to you. You must Google. Sorry.
Yeah, put some of the fucking work in, would you?
Why don't you pause this podcast right now? Go Google.
No, go do it now, but keep this in.
Okay,
watch it twice.
We'll have to. I'm going to do a little song while they Google then. Do the Google, 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 Google. What did I tell you? There we go. That should
There
be
we
enough
go.
time. Yeah.
We may keep that the next time that somebody else asks someone to Google something.
Really?
Yeah,
Nice.
we'll just play it in. We'll just play it in.
You'll have to credit me now as the
We'll
songwriter.
give you a little credit in the bio.
Cute.
Little
Thank you.
credit in the bio. We've sadly got to start wrapping things
Oh,
up.
crap.
But in a few short words, how would you describe your general feelings towards Robbie Williams?
Positive nostalgia, afraid for him.
Oh,
You know?
Yeah.
I don't want anything bad to happen to Robbie.
But you
I want him to be sober and like live a nice life. Do you know?
I kind of get the impression that with people who are like really, really famous, like 20, 30 years ago, not saying he's not famous now.
Yeah.
But when they like had like big career peaks back then, it feels like in those days, that sort of set you up for the rest of your life. You will constantly have like money and wealth and the peace that comes from with that. So I
Meanwhile,
feel like
like-
he's set in that way.
Yeah.
I guess you're talking more about just sort of like mental health, well-being, happiness.
Yeah. You talking like Taylor Swift is just going to be tugging people off in 15 years when the Eras tour.
And if she does,
I'm totally fine
all
with
power
that.
to
Yeah,
you.
exactly. Yeah, I know.
She plays that piano a lot. She's got strong wrists.
She got strong
She
wrists.
could do it.
Yes.
Imagine if her album's called The Tortured Poets Department and the next one is just me tugging a bunch of guys off.
Tugboat. It's like, and it's the theme to Love Boat, but with the words tugboat.
Yeah. Oh, Taylor, if you're listening,
Yeah.
you enjoy that.
Yeah.
You enjoy that, babes. Now, listen, we've got one little section left of the show.
Amazing.
And this is called Quick Fire Feelings, all right? I'm just going to give you 5 random things.
Yes.
And you tell me how they make you feel. You can be
Yes.
as verbose or succinct as you like.
Beautiful.
Yeah, big words for old Leaky boy.
I know. It took me 5 seconds to know. I'm pretty sure I know what verbose means.
Sometimes when I use a big word, my friends look at me like they just saw a horse talking. They're like, "Oh, that was interesting. Look at you." So I'll just rattle them off. You just tell me
Yeah.
how they make you feel, okay? First thing, how do you feel about dark chocolate?
Not for me,
Not for you.
but I'm
okay.
happy for people that have it.
All right, yeah, that's
Yeah.
diplomatic. Yeah, fair enough. It's not for you, but it doesn't mean it's not for everyone.
Yeah, exactly. I
Fair
don't
enough.
want to like round up all of the dark chocolate. And I don't know. Like,
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay. How do you feel about the Financial Times?
I'm kind of neutral. I've never read it. It's pink, and
It
I've
is
been
pink.
told that I've been told that journalism is good in it compared to other. Like they're a bit more neutral about stuff.
Okay.
But like also like finance stuff, I would rather shit in my hands.
And start clapping.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a very people do that a lot, don't they?
I've heard that
They've said
expression
it.
before.
I think I
rather
heard it
shit
on
in my hands
Geordie
and clap.
Shore.
Yeah.
My favourite thing off Geordie Shore I heard was like, "Oh, he makes me want to kick a cinder block with a sandal," and I'm like, "Oh, that's beautiful." And why was I going
very
scouts
poetic.
for that?
Yeah.
But it's Liverpool Shore.
Well, interestingly enough, how do you feel about Claire Sweeney? Do you remember her?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
I saw her on the telly a little while back, and I'm like, has time
Yeah.
frozen? She's
Well,
looking
she-
incredibly well.
She was
Who's she going out with now? She's going out with someone.
I don't know who she's going out with. I know that she popped up 2023 Eurovision because it was in Liverpool.
Right.
So she was one of like the people doing like the promotional material around it, being like, "Look at Liverpool, there it is."
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
so sad that Glasgow didn't get the Eurovision though. I was raging because I
Tell
don't
me
know
about
anybody in Liverpool that could stay in their rooms.
I know.
but then, when the boycott, then that was fine.
Well, I mean, that was the year before.
It was, that's true.
Yeah, very tricky. I'm very conflicted about Eurovision
so
at the moment.
conflicted.
Very
I need to do
conflicted.
something.
Very conflicted. We'll have to talk about it later.
But yeah.
How do you feel about fridge magnets?
I'm going to honestly just centre myself.
Ground yourself.
They make me think of my granddad. My granddad's got quite a lot of fridge magnets on his fridge, and they're lovely.
That is
And
lovely.
I think like when he dies, I want his fridge magnets.
Yeah.
Do you know? That is
Yeah.
the thing. I'd love that.
Love a fridge magnet.
Yeah.
We love fridge
I'd
magnets
love a
in my
fridge
household.
magnet from my granddad's holiday from 30 years ago. And I'll just think about them and that'd be cool.
That's
I like
wonderful.
That.
That's
you.
gorgeous.
Thank you.
Thank you for that. And finally, how do you feel about the movie Cool Runnings?
I definitely have seen it, but I don't know.
Okay.
I really like it.
Yeah.
I think I really like it, but I think I can remember more from like the film Jingle All the Way.
Okay.
Or, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Is it one of my nostalgia watches? No.
No. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah. Yeah. How do you feel about Cool Runnings?
I do like it. I'll watch it if it's on TV. If I'm channel hopping, I'll be
Yeah.
like, do you know what? I actually quite enjoy Cool Runnings.
I'm like that with Turner and Hooch. I'm like, this is darker than I thought it was.
Do you know what? Recently, I've gotten into Judge Judy when I'm channel hopping.
I love Judge Judy so much. I snuck into a university because she was doing like a lecture and I pretended I was a student at that university so I could go see her like receive an honour.
Oh
And
my
she was talking
gosh.
about Jerry. Do you know her husband, Jerry? She divorced her husband and then they
right.
remarried.
Interesting.
The drama, the tea, it's all like her life.
I know she's got like
great.
so many grandkids, and now like one of them is like the person who sits next to the judge and like helps.
in the new
search
ones.
things. Yeah.
Because they got rid of Bird, didn't they?
They did. Yeah.
I liked Bird.
I don't know why. Yeah, Officer Bird.
Cancelled. Let's Google Officer Bird accusation.
What do you mean?
I'm
He fucked
joking.
a bunch
I
of
don't
horses. Oh, oh dear. Well, on that.
know. Do you ever Google people and then Google accusations after just to check?
Not accusations, but sometimes I'm just like, I wonder what they're up to. Holly Valance, you're in for a rough go with
absolutely.
it. Oh, dear.
Absolutely. Oh, dear, oh, dear, oh,
Reform
dear.
UK. Oh, dear.
Naughty girl. She's been a naughty girl.
A naughty girl indeed. Kiss, kiss. Listen, it's been lovely to have you here.
It's been an absolute pleasure.
Will you stick around for a cheeky bonus episode
I'd
where we
love to do
solve a listener's problem?
Oh, I can't wait for that. 'cause
Can't wait for
I've
that.
sorted out my life and they really want to hear it.
We've got everything sorted. No issues whatsoever.
Beautiful.
For all of our listeners and
Oh,
our
yeah.
viewers, do you have anything you'd like to plug?
Yeah, I suppose I'm going to plug. I'm going to plug. What can I plug? I'm going to have a podcast with my friend Poppy Hillstead, and it's called Delighted. It's called Magazine Party, and what it is that we read like Take a Break and That's Life. We tell each other stories from it, and we get listeners to send in their real life shocking stories as well.
Oh, great! That's going to be wonderful.
I'm so excited about that.
That sounds great.
And I got a new fringe show. I don't know where it's going to be, but it's called Fat Bitch, and I'm very excited about it. I don't know what time it is going to be on at. Don't know where it is, but
I think
it will
the name
exist.
Fat Bitch will stick in people's heads.
I think so too. I told a taxi driver about it last night, and then he was like, "Yeah, so the name is what again?" And I'm like, "Fat Bitch," and they're like, "Say it back to me."
Say it. Now get your head out of my lap.
Exactly. Wow.
That's delightful.
I'm not paying for the taxi.
Oh, well, I'll definitely keep an eye out for Fat Bitch.
Thank you.
That's a
Say
name.
it with your chest. Say it with your chest. I'm excited. I don't know if I'll be allowed to advertise it on posters and stuff.
I think you may have to like put little asterisks on the eye or something like that.
Or
It's always like a swear word. You have to cover the vowels. Yeah.
T bitch. Like this.
Yeah, just put one on the H.
Yeah.
Fat Biff.
Yeah,
Fat Biff.
Fat Biff.
Fat Biff. Well, lovely. Definitely go listen to the podcast and check out the show when it's on at the Fringe. I will be on tour whilst this is coming out, so go check out the dates. I'm recording a special here at Monkey Barrel Comedy on March 12th.
I'm so excited. Esmeralda, what's it?
It's Esmeralda and Aspiring Dilfer. I'm recording 2 specials back to
Beautiful.
back because I only need one take. And it'll be perfect.
Yeah, you made. I was listening to that and I was like, oh, I should do that. That's so good.
I'm just getting it recorded. We're gonna have a lovely time. 2 shows for the price of 1. You sit there, it'll be lovely. So March 12th, come along to that. There'll be a link somewhere below. You can follow the podcast at I've Had a Rosé for all of your clips and all of your good bits of content. And we'll see you for another episode very soon. Goodbye, everyone.
Amazing. Oh. You know, there was an Australian woman who was a big back tattoo of Robbie Williams, and
Why did we not cover that?
I should have. And they interviewed her live on TV, and they're like, just say anything you like about Robbie Williams, but please don't swear, because it's live on TV. And she goes, free Palestine, free Luigi, and ACAB. And that was it.
Lovely. Free Luigi.
And then someone got a tattoo of her on themselves with all the stuff that she said around
There's
it.
not enough due diligence at most tattoo parlours, is there? There isn't. We'll end it there. Take care, everyone.
Sorry.